Good morning, Monday morning, beautiful Monday morning. The rain's gone, never lasts long. I did get soaking wet last night. It's quite shady down here, isn't it? Anyway, this tattoo is tattoo day today. Tattoos at 68, what you doing? I wanted to make a tribute for my mum, and I was going to get a portrait done, black and white portrait when she was young. And Scarlett was young. It wasn't 2017, 2007, you see, because Scarlett was about 7 or 8, you know. So it was a long time ago, and Scarlett said to me she didn't want to see Nanny on my arm every day. It'd make her cry. And it made me think, and I think she was right what she said there. So I actually extended I've got Diamond Dog's portrait, the album cover portrait on my arm, and I extended that under the back of my arm to the back of the album cover instead of getting a tribute to my mum, which was the reason I had the back part of my arm done. Let's see if I can show that part. Yeah, look at that. You could say, if you don't know about Bowie, it all looks a bit of a mess, but it's the back part of the album, and it's the nicest part. It's the colourful part that I never see. And the other part is there where Diamond Dog's album cover, where I met him and he signed my arm. Anyway, so I had that done because of my mum. 2007. I probably had it done about 2008, 2009. And I've been thinking ever since about getting a tribute to my mum. And when my dad got ill, I wanted to make a tribute to him as well, and he's Welsh. So I wanted the Welsh dragon, but could never find a way the image of the traditional Welsh dragon would look right, really. And my mum is the English rose. So basically, I've had this thought in my mind. I've had the thought in my mind for 10 years, really, of a Welsh dragon protecting an English rose, which would be my dad protecting my mum. So now I'm going to drive over to the venue. So here we are in Soilenki, which is next to Soy Chayapum, which is Soy Pothole. And up there I'll zoom in. Right, so I'm outside. Continue the story. I wanted to get this done while my dad was alive, and I knew my dad was struggling a bit as he was getting older. I paid a deposit last summer, I think it was. It might have been the summer before. I paid a deposit for a guy in London called Gorski, who did realism, and his work's absolutely incredible. And he drew, it was just going to be the koi carp and the English rose. That was it. That was all the tattoo was going to be. And he drew up a couple of images. I paid a deposit with him. It was in Fulham. Paid a deposit with him, and but the images, they never looked like a real dragon koi fish. They looked fake for some reason, and it took months and months to get it right. And that's one of the problems with me. I do tend to overthink everything. So after paying a deposit and waiting months and months, I eventually said to him, it's gone on too long, it's not going to happen. And he wasn't over comfortable doing the dragon koi because he'd never done it. So, and the dragon koi comes from the split of being the Welsh dragon and the Japanese or Asian and Thai dragon, really, koi fish. So yeah, I got my deposit back, and then my dad got ill, obviously, and passed away. It was impossible to get it done before he passed away. So the thoughts became stronger again. Get something done that is my dad protecting my mum. Last bit of the story going back many years, Scarlett had said to me, how come you got David Bowie tattooed all over your body and you've got nothing of me? So then, because I always overthink everything, I decided to extend the dragon koi. And there's going to be 3 different flowers in the dragon koi. And it's going to be full colour. No black and white. I like colour. I like to be different. The 3 flowers, one in order of age, the top one, the one higher up near the red rose will be my stepson Joshua. Doesn't like Joshua, Josh. The next one down will be Scarlett, and the next one down will be Dylan. Those 3 flowers will be splattered around, and they'll represent Josh, Scarlett and Dylan. And they will actually, including the dragon koi and the red rose, they will have the initial of that person hidden in there somewhere. It won't be very easy to see, it won't be obvious. Like in the dragon koi, the bee is actually in the tentacle, which is really clever. So going to go in and discuss a few things now about whether to make the background the sea blue or whether to make it black to be more traditional, and make some videos as we go along and get this damn shit done. I mean, lastly, Scarlett just wanted one for a few years, and I put her off saying, you don't want to do it, your body's better without it. And then she'll say, well, how come, you're contradicting, you've got Bowie stuff and even doing this. But I always say I haven't got long to carry it on my body. And there won't be any regrets because it's a complete family image. So let's go in and see what the man says. So this is the shop. Nice chandeliers, huh? This is the man. He says he's ready. This is his other partner in crime. I thought that young guy, I thought he was apprentice, but no, you do a proper job already. He's good. So we'll pick a few colours still, maybe. The only person who's done any of my work is Lal Hardy. And another thing, Gigi, a friend of mine, someone I met in Thailand 10 years ago, 12 years ago, he had some work done by, he had an AC/DC tattoo done by this guy. And I came in to see it, and he was doing a Japanese sleeve when I came in to see it. I'll find a little picture or video. The Japanese sleeve had these sort of images, and it was incredible. It was really, really good. So obviously I'm hopeful I've made the right decision. I suppose you never know until it's done, do you? But that, I keep going back to that, that's... I'm not going to show you yet what's what. We're going to wait and see and do little clips of it in stages. They're asking, oh, what's it going to be like? So it's going to be something like this, maybe. You think maybe or not? Yeah. So, okay. We're going to get started. Checking the size now. That looks a bit big, yeah? You think, well, up to you, I'm happy now for you to choose. He's the boss, not me. Makes a change, doesn't it? I'm just waiting now while he's drawing it up. He's got a lambretta as well, look. That's the old lambretta. Something I never, ever eat. I've had the 7-Eleven toasty, but I'm having chocolate bar because you can pass out with these things if your sugar level's low. So I've ate half a solid chocolate bar and I'm going to eat some more. Always say too much chocolate in chocolate. So it's not my thing at all. But keep me going, hopefully. Maybe it's better I pass out, you don't feel the pain then. It's painful. Getting shaved up. I did take quite a bit off because I'm a bit hairy at the top of my arm. And then they obviously have to get every little bit off down to a fine tooth so as they can tattoo properly. Happy days. It's not going to be long now before the pain starts. It's the last time you see that arm with nothing on. Okay, Cap. Let's go. Always wears a hat when he tattoos, apparently. Must be a lucky charm. Trying to keep my big fat body out. Looks relaxed at least. More than I am. I get nervous now. Gigi fault. Yeah, Gigi say, oh come, see this man, good man. Well, there we are. This is the outline, all done, ready to go. I'm in the chair. Got a podcast to listen to. John Terry talking to Simon Jordan for an hour and 20 minutes. So listen to that first. Back later. Yellow, well that's the yellow of the dragon. That's my dad's dragon colour coming on there. That. All for Byron.
Perfect.
Byron, Doreen, Josh, Scarlett and Dylan Byron. Bloody hurts, I tell you. You do forget how much it hurts. It's not. It's like, so when you get a needle like an injection or something, that first little prick. But then it's constant. Like scratching. Had a 7-Eleven toasty.
The famous 7-Eleven toasties.
Yeah. I'm having a Thailand tattoo. Yeah, you could go back to when we were last here 10-12 years ago. Everybody said, oh, you're mad to get a tattoo. Don't get a tattoo done in Thailand.
Yeah.
But it's such a different world today.
Yeah.
The hygiene and everything here, you know, is the same. And it's a mess, really, isn't it?
Yeah, when it's all coloured in.
3, 4, 5 hours to go yet, apparently. Tomorrow that'll be there. They said you can go as long as you like, I mean...
Yeah, is the colouring in sore?
Is
the colouring, is it worse? Like,
don't know really. I've got a feeling the outline might be worse because it's a single needle. When they shade it, there's lots of little needles going in. You think you get all that detail?
ก็ small one ก็ maybe cut a little bit but look like shape.
Hard to get detail when it's smaller, yeah.
Smaller
Very
because
good.
highlight the face.
Yeah.
Look good แล้วก็ก้น face.
Time for a little break. Smash burger in Inferno.
Chips are good. Chips are good, man.
Wow. Back in the condo. 6 hours. 1 hour to eat. 7 hours in total. 6 hours work. It's difficult for me to show it on my own. But I have to go back tomorrow, do one more little bit. And then maybe let it heal and then go back and have all the colouring done. It's the detail's the problem. The dragon koi's got a lot of fins and the detail of that takes the time. Man, it started hurting. After I went for something to eat and then came back for the second sit, I only wanted half an hour and he did hour and a half. Man. Part 2 tomorrow. On the end, following on. Day 2 finished. Maybe 3 hours, a bit longer under the arm. Very painful. He hurt me a lot. Oh, big pain.
Make body, make
Yeah.